Now that the headlights are restored, it's time to turn my attention to the engine bay. Now the engine bay is arguably the most overlooked part of any vehicle when it comes time for car care and detailing. And the reason why is because, well, number one, you don't see the engine when you're driving the car. However, we all take pride in having nice, clean, shiny paint. But the engine bay is also probably the most important part of your vehicle to keep clean. And the reason why is because with this 2010 Nissan Altima, we have almost 13 years of built up dirt and grime, and this dirt will actually mask any obvious leaks from the oil or from the transmission or coolant or anything like that. Now with the clean engine bay, it's easy to detect if you have any leaks, so it's much easier to fix, and it makes your vehicle safer in the long run. The reason that most people avoid cleaning the engine is because when you pop the hood on a modern car, it's a lot different than your grandfather's 1964 Chevelle. So the difference is that there's tons of electronics in here, and you have all these different plastic components, and it can be a little bit overwhelming at first. Now, most people will not clean the engine bay because traditionally we're taught to use a garden hose. Well, I'm going to show you a way to clean the engine bay without using a garden hose. It's actually a rinseless method, and it involves a few simple products, including a high-quality degreaser, a bottle of water, and then a trim detailer to be the finishing look and make everything look brand new. So the first step, make sure the engine is not hot to the touch, and then take your product, and there's a lot of different engine degreasers on the market. You can buy them really cheap locally at the store, or you can go online and you can find some higher quality products. Now, I always tend to go for the higher quality products, and the reason why is because the engine degreasers in the big box store, by the big jug for just a few bucks, they're actually caustic, and they will cause damage to the plastic, to the surrounding paint, and to any kind of polished air conditioning lines. And it's not the best choice for cleaning the engine bay of your vehicle. So high quality product, spray it on. And another benefit of using a really high quality engine degreaser is the fact that it's not going to have any strong toxic fumes. Now, if you live in an area, a northern climate, and you have seasons, unlike we have here in Florida, it's a good idea first to use an air gun or a car dryer to blast out any leaves and loose debris before you do so. So you take the product, you spray it on the engine bay, and then I like to use a little detail brush here. So I'll take my engine degreaser, and I'll spray it on the detail brush, and then simply get to work. Now, this is a big picture detail. I'm not concerned about making this look like it's going to California for a Concours event where it's going to be sitting on a lawn next to classic Bentleys. So big picture, it's going to look better overall, but we're not going for a show car finish. Now you can spend as much time as you wish on this project. For me, this is a big picture detail. I just want it to look better overall. I'm not going to spend hours detailing the engine bay of a 2010 Nissan Altima. However, the dramatic before and after will still be very noticeable. So the next step, I'm going to take a bottle filled with water, and this is going to help rinse the remaining engine degreaser so I can wipe it off with a microfiber towel. Using a bottle of water is much safer than a garden hose because you're only doing a few sprays versus injecting water and flushing it with a garden hose, so much, much safer. So take your bottle of water, and you're simply going to spray the surfaces that you cleaned. And this process only truly works well when you're using a high quality engine degreaser. Because the other guy's stuff, the big gallons that are sold locally at your stores for only a few bucks, what happens with those products is that they dry super fast, and they're solvent based, and they have butyl ethers, and they require a garden hose to be rinsed away. I like to use high quality products that do not have any of those harsh, high octane ingredients because they're bad for the components, they're bad for your skin, and they're also bad for the environment. So after taking your spray bottle and you mist it with water, take some old microfiber towels, some shop rags that you have handy, and then simply wipe the surfaces down. And you might need to reapply more water as necessary. It depends on how clean the engine bay is afterwards and how dirty it was before you started. And then just simply wipe it down. And now that the engine's clean, clearly you can see that what we have left is dull, faded, discolored plastics. But we can renew that by using a high-quality aerosol trim detailer. This is going to make the plastic components, which are so prevalent in new cars, look brand new, plus it's going to protect it. And I like using a high-quality non-silicone aerosol, and the reason why is it's much easier than applying a spray dressing or a gel. This gets in all the nooks and crannies. And afterwards, the finished result will look incredible. So there's several benefits to detailing your engine bay. Number one, it increases the value. And number two, it makes things easier to diagnose because obvious leaks are much more noticeable. The engine bay is finished and it looks amazing. The next part that we're going to restore is the paint. And boy, does it need it.